Good morning, Destiny players, and welcome to another Hunter build video. Don't worry, I'll get to the other classes, I just need the exotics for them. I am Bladeburger, your local Johnny Test whipcrap guy, and today it's all about Strand. Do the stuff all YouTubers tell you to do, and so quickly, let's get into the video. For this build, we're focused on grappling, more specifically the melee that you do when you grapple onto an enemy. It deals quite a lot of damage in AoE around where you grapple, and has a pretty generous lunge. It also unravels enemies within the AoE, slapping a damage over time on them similar to Jolt, but single target instead of zappy. For this Hunter build, the exotic of choice is the Sidarachne's Facade. Grappling gives Woven Mail, and while Woven Mail is active, gain Flinch Resist. Cool, I guess. Woven Mail is a strand buff that gives damage resistance. Damage resist is always good for survivability, despite the exotic not really making this build. What really makes this build is the Threadrunner class itself and the mods we have to increase its potency. For weapons, just use Strand weapons. Quicksilver Storm, Final Warning, Round Robin, that one SMG that never drops for me. I've been using Quicksilver Storm because it's just that good, especially now that it's fixed and getting an additional damage buff in the mid-season patch. Now let's get to the class, aspects, and fragments. For Threadrunner, Grapple Grenade is a needed grenade ability for this build. For Dodge, I use Marksman's Dodge personally as it has a quicker cooldown and we never use our melee ability. We use the hell out of the grapple melee, so the main aspect is Widow Silk. You get an additional grenade charge, and grappling makes a grapple tangle at the point where you grapple. A grapple tangle allows you to freely grapple to that point for its duration. Take a shot every time I say grapple. The other less important aspect that I'm probably going to swap out when the next season launches is Ensnaring Slam. Activate your air move to activate a dive that suspends enemies from where you land, consuming your class ability. For fragments, we have Thread of Continuity. Suspend, unravel, and sever effects you deal last longer. Thread of Transmutation. While you have Woven Mail, weapon kills make a tangle. Thread of Propagation. Powered melee kills, which does include the grapple melee, grant unraveling rounds to strand weapons. And we have Thread of Generation, the most important one. Dealing damage gives grenade energy. Any damage. Grapple melee, weapon damage, regular melee, you name it. Any damage. Now for the mods. As usual, here's an overview for your screenshotting desires. Feel free to screenshot and leave. I will just glare at you with a slight level of disappointment. Only slight. On Helmet, double hands on. Gain bonus super energy on melee kills. It doesn't specify this, but it's powered melee kills that generate extra, not regular melee kills. But the grapple melee somehow counts as a powered melee, so it works. We also have Harmonic Siphon. Rapid kills with weapons matching your subclass type generate an orb of power. On Gauntlets, we have Heavy-Handed. Powered melee kills, which also includes the grapple melee, as I said like 4 times earlier, generate an orb of power. I have noticed some weirdness with where the orb spawns, as sometimes it'll appear 10 feet from enemies killed by your grapple melee. Very odd. We also have Double Grenade Kickstar. When you use your grenade or grapple, gain grenade energy. This does stack, and also uses armor charges to increase the amount returned, up to 50% maximum. On Chestpiece, Charged Up. Increase your maximum number of armor charges you can hold by 1, from 3 to 4. We also have 2 resist mods because that's pretty much all Chestpiece is good for. On Boots, we have Stacks on Stacks. Whenever you would gain an armor charge through picking up an orb of power, you gain 2 stacks instead. So it only takes 2 orbs to get to 4 charges. We also have Innervation. Collecting an orb of power gives grenade energy. There's also Better Already. Your health begins to regenerate when you pick up an orb of power. For class item, Triple Bomber. Duh. Another reason to use Marksman Dodge. Gain grenade energy when you use your class ability. Note that you don't get grenade energy when you use the Suspend Dive, which is why I'd swap it out when the next aspect launches. For how the class plays, it's really fun. Whip around all over the place, melee in a large AoE all over, and destroy just about everything. This build is more geared for lower difficulty content, as it's built around the grapple melee. It works in Hero Nightfalls pretty well, but I would say it wouldn't really do in Legend content and higher. There's also a fun bug with the build as well. When you pop your super, the light attack counts as a powered melee for some reason, so it generates an orb of power each time you get a kill with it. You can generate a ton of orbs with the super, and they're made with your mod so you can pick them up when your super ends to get your super back quicker. This build works well for a lot of grapples, a ton of high damage melees, and fast super generation. Try it out today and let me know how it does. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Join my Discord. Bladeburger out.